Hello everyone, I am Purushottam Kumar Mishra. In this video, I will demonstrate demonstrating the development process of our application that is called GTS Notification Service. Uh, so I am also going to share the requirements and designs, and also going to test the all REST APIs from the testbed. So the system is designed to manage the job posting where companies uh, can create job events and categorize them into a event group such as software engineering, marketing jobs, and a user can subscribe to a specific job post or entire job category based on their interest and roles. So whenever a new job post is added or an important notification is generated, subscriber user receive a notifications. The system ensure users only see notifications relevant to their subscription. So if we talk about the key features of this project, then that includes the events. First of all, we have to create the event. So event creation. Uh, so in this, companies or recruiter can create job posts as an individual event. Event can be categorized into groups like tech jobs, finance jobs, and the user can subscribe to entire job category. For example, software engineering jobs, or user receives for every new job added to that subscribed category. Uh, and then we have subscription. User can subscribe to a specific job post according to their interest, and then notification are triggered for updates related to subscribed jobs post and role-based subscription. Different roles such as job seeker, recruiter, admins. Whenever an event is updated or a new event is posted, notification are generated and user can view their notification in the system. So these are the requirements of this project. Now I am going to share the development process and the code of this project. So first of all, as we discussed earlier, we have to create the event. So for that, to store the data of event, I have to create the entity and or a database table. So let's start with that. So let's see this class. Uh, so in a Spring Boot, uh, to design a schema, we have to define a class, and the class is marked as a at the rate and entity annotation. So the attributes of this class is, and the at the rate table annotation is used to define that table name. So in this case, our table name is GTS notification events. So let's continue. Uh, GTA first attribute is GTS notification ID, that is the primary key for this table, and then GTS notification event name, event description, and event status that can be false or true, that is active or inactive. And these are the getter and setters for this attributes. Now to interact with database, we have to create the repository for this class. So for this, I have created notification events repo. So these are this is an interface. So in a Spring Boot, repo is defined as an interface in Java. So every repository layer is marked as a at the rate repository annotation, and these are some methods that I have used in the code. uh, and every repository, that is, in this case our repository name is notification event repo. So have to extend the JPA repository. That JPA repository is something that defining the rules for the Hibernate. So how Hibernate is going to create the database. So first argument of this JPA repository is our um, entity class, that is that we have discussed earlier, and the and and then the data types of primary key. So in our case, our primary key is GTS notification event ID. So here I have mentioned long, and the data type of that ID is long. So I have mentioned long. Then we have to create the service layer to write the logic how we are going to create the event. So not for that I have created an interface where all the methods that are required for event, like create event, update event, activate event, deactivate event, get all notification, and all these are defined, like it is a prototype that are defined here, and we implement this class where we have to write the logic for this method. So here is the implementation of this method, notification events scriber event service implementation. So in this first we are going to create the notification. So the this is the notification event request model class that we are going to accept as a request. And if we go under the notification event class, then these are the attributes that are that we are going to receive from the client side. So notification event name, event description, and event status. So if we de- this is the implementation of uh, create notification method. So and JSON response model is a class that I have created to send the response to the user. And in a Spring Boot, model mapper is nothing but a dependency that are used to map the one object type to another object type. So here when we receive the object of no when we receive the request, then notification event request model is mapped to GTS notification event. And because our table name is GTS notification event, so I have to convert that request into mm, uh, this format, so we can store this data in the database. So after the data is converted to the GTS notification events, uh, notifi we are here defining the instances of our repository layer, and this repository class some methods are the default, and from those methods same method are used to shape the data into the database. So here node, by using the instances of class, I am saving the data into the database, and if everything happens correctly, uh, then the JSON response model is returned. If anything will be wrong in the process, then the uh, status code called 403 is returned, and the message will be then not able to create the notification event. And now let's see the uh, controller part of this API. So controller is something where we receive the request from the client side or user side, or we can call it front end side. And in Spring Boot, every controller class, we have to mark uh, it as at the rest controller annotation, so that the developer or the Spring Boot can understand that this is the entry point to the our REST API. So this is the path I have defined, from which the request is received in our app, and these are the check that the notification sorry, and this is this is the implementation of notification event controller, where we create the event. So here I am checking the that the node check for the event name cannot be empty, and notifi or the event name is already exists in the database. And then I am using help of a service layer to save the data in the database, and here returning the object response for this API call. So let's see this from Postman. I have already defined all the uh, APIs that are required for this project. So notification event here, no, here create notification event. Now this path is defined in our code, so we can uh, our app is running on the port called 4 4733. By default, Spring Boot is running on the port 8080, but I have defined the port using server dot port property in our application dot properties file here. That's why it is running on port 4733. So let's make the request. So we have to send the event name and event description. So uh, and first of all we have to log in for this application. So I have created one user, and by using the uh, email or mobile number, we can log into this application. So I am login using mobile number. Send the request, and I am successfully logged in and JWT is generated. Now we have to send this JWT in every request except login and sign up. So that our application can authenticate the user. So we have to select here auth type as a barrier token, and then we have to post the JWT in this input box, and then we we now I am ready to send the request. So let's make the request. So the status code response we get is 404 because I have already created this event. So notification event name is already exist. Let's change it. Notification job post one is job name. Now resend the request. Now the response I have received is true. Success show message is GTS notification event is created and status code 201. Now let's see the another API. I have defined the API to update the notification event, uh, activate the notification event, deactivate the notification event, and the get all notification events, find by notification ID, find by notification name, and delete notification by event. So let's check one by one all the APIs. So let's update the for updating the event, uh, uh, path is defined that is called this, and I have to also send the JWT token. So let's select variable token and now send the request. So to update the event, uh, I have to send the event ID and the event name, event description, and event status. So previously I have created event called job post one. We can see all the events from this API, like on let's change the JWT and then send the request. Here job post one is created. Now I have to update this event. So let's job post 2 ID is event ID is 2. So event ID is 2, job status is 1. Okay, let's make the request. Notification event name is does not exist. Let's see what's happened now. Put API events, event ID, show post 1. ID is right. Job post job is updated. Event status. Let's mark the request. Event ID to job post. Update. What I have record accepting and um, update notification event request model. We can see there the required details that we are going to send as a request. So event ID, event name, event description. Okay. What I went wrong then. Uh, okay. Here I have defined notification GTS notification event ID. I am sending that event description. Notification event does not exist. Okay. Event controller. Let's make. I have made one check. That's why I'm getting this now. Try to make the request. So in the code I have made one check is defined, that is notification name present. That's why we are getting that response. So now our event will be updated. Let's check here. Job post and his job is updated. Um, yeah. Now activate notification event API variant token. It is same as previous notification event ID 2, and to activate the event we have to send the status as one as G1. So notification event is activated successfully. Next we have to deactivate the event. So we have to send event ID and event status unauthorized. We are forget to send the variant token. Let's send that control. Notification event is deactivated. To get the all notification event, we we can make the API request to this path, and we are getting all the event that is present in the database. Now we can find event by event name by using this API. So in this case, job list job because we are not sending where token does not exist. Okay, job, all the event name that is starting from job, started with job is returned. We can also get event by event ID. So in this case our event ID is 2. So let's make the request. Event ID 2 authorization variable token send. So the this is the event that I have created previously. So these are returned. Now we can also delete the event by using this API. We have to send the variable token for authentication and event ID as a parameter. So in this case our event ID is 2. So I am sending that. Let's send notification event and deleted successfully. We can check via fetching all the events. Now we have only one event. So the event that is created is now deleted. Now we are done with notification event part. Now user can subscribe to those events. For that I have defined a controller called notification event subscriber control. Here the path of this controller is API v1 notifications event subscriber, and the endpoints. These these are the this is the endpoint, and the through this endpoint we can add notification subscriber. We can find the notification, delete notification by event ID, and so on. So let's check this API. Notification event subscriber, add notification event subscriber. So we have to send the event ID. So on for now only one event is available in the database as we saw previously. So we have to send notification event ID 1 and user ID. Only one user is present, so the user ID is 1. Now let's make the request and send the variable token for authorization. So notification event subscriber was added successfully. We can check it by sending user ID. User is added to event or not. Variable token. We are sending user ID as a parameter. So let's see the response. Notification subscriber ID, user ID 1, user email Purushottam Kumar Mishra, Purushottam. These are the details that denotes that our user is subscribed the event. Now we can also delete the user from the event. So Let's send the ID, barrier token and ID. Now make the request. Show notification event subscriber are deleted. Now user is deleted from the event. So if you try to find the um, user in the event, then we are getting user ID does not exist. Now let's make again the request to test the another API to delete the user by event ID. First make the event subscriber. Now delete notification authorization barrier token event subscriber ID 1 as we saw here. Event subscriber ID is 1, so let's delete that. Now make the request. So notification event subscriber is deleted successfully. Now if we are trying to find that user, we are getting user ID does not exist. So we are done with the notification event subscriber part. Now we can also create the notification event group. So for that notification group, I have defined the controller called notification group subscriber controller. Here method is defined add uh, not this one create notification group, update notification group, activate notification group, deactivate notification group, get all notification group, find by notification group ID, can get the group by group name also. We can delete the group by using this API, and the endpoint for this is this. And as there is not defined any path, so the parent endpoint is used for creating the group. And let's see the another here, parent plus child path is used to make the request to this API. Now check it from the postman. So notification event subscriber group subscriber, well, not this one, groups, this one, create notification group. Now send the authorization is, let's check is same, not same, change it. Now send. So we have to send the group name and group description. For now we are sending same data, that is job post, group name, or let's make it take a new group is created. So let's make the request. Here we get the response as so that subscriber group is created. Now we can update the group. So for updating the group we use this endpoint. It is same as it. The method is changed here. Previously we using post to create the group, and here we are using put to update the group. Show our group ID is what, let's check that also. So our group ID is 2. Let's update this group ID to take jobs. No, I thought a group is updated and the job status will be 1, so that it will be activated. unauthorized as we are not sending very token. Let's send that. So now notification subscriber group are updated successfully. Let's check. Uh, Previously it is a new group is created and now a group is updated. Now we are already saw this API to fetch all the groups. Now we can fetch the group by group ID. Here we can send subscriber group ID is 2. Let's send the authorization barrier token. Now this is the group ID 2 and this is the group name that we saw earlier. Now we can also check it by group name, get the group by group name, take unauthorized as we are not sending the variable. Why we are forgetting it? Okay, send notification subscriber group name does not exist. Okay, what is this? Okay, job post. As we have updated the group, so the group name is job post, job smack request. These are the groups. Both group name is same. That's why we are getting these two groups. Now delete notification group. We can also delete. Let's delete one of them. So group ID is 2 and the endpoint is this, and send the authorization barrier token. Notification subscriber group is deleted. Let's check it is deleted or not. One of them is deleted. Now one group is deleted. Now we can also activate or deactivate in our case group ID only one group is present. Status mark is at 1 as true. Not new list barrier token. Send it. Map the request. So notification subscriber group is activated successfully. Now we can also deactivate the group. So the group ID is 1 and the status will be 0 as false. Let's check it from the database. What is notification group? Event subscriber groups. So we can also check it by clicking this icon. And right, I have checked. This is not convenient when read. We can write the SQL query, but as the name of the database is too long, that's why I am using this method. So let's check the status is marked at 1. That means now it will be marked as 0. Max unauthorized as we are not sending variable token. Now send the request. A notification event is deactivated successfully. So we are done with the notif by creating the group name. Now we have to check the APIs for we can generate the notification according to the event or event group. So for that I have created a controller called notification controller. Here we can create the endpoint for this is API v1 notification, and the method for this is create notification. Also we can find the notification by notification ID, delete the notification by notification event ID, and so on. So first let's create the uh, notification. Here is the notification API. So in this case our event ID is 1 and notification message is marked as first noti notification is generated. User ID 1, receiver user ID marked as 1, time zone ID 1, and the notification that is 3 5 hours. Today it is 6, so mark as 6, and send the authorization barrier token body send. So notification generated successfully. We can check the notification by notification ID. Notification ID is how much? Let's try barrier token, send it. First, yes, this is first notification is generated. We are getting this response. Event name is job post, and now new job is created, and the time zone is ID1, and it is your name is UTC. Now we can also delete the event by event ID, notification event ID. Event ID is 1, and authorize. Let's send the authorization barrier token. So notification event is deleted. Now if we are going to access these APIs again, notification ID does not exist. Let's create again to test the another API. So notification generated successfully. Now delete notification and notification ID. Let's send the authorization barrier token. Notification deleted successfully. If we make the request now, then we are getting same notification ID does not. So we are done with the notification API part. Now we have one more, that is subscribed by role. Subscribe event by role. So for that I have created the controller called yeah. So add notification subscriber by role, find by notification role ID, delete by notification ID, delete by notification ID, and so on. So let's make check this API authorization is correct or not. Let's check that. Not correct, not latest one. Now notification role ID 1 and notification event ID 1. Okay. Subscribe by role. Okay. Notification event subscriber by role is added successfully. Now find role ID. Role ID we are giving in the request is 1. So let's send that one and update the area token. Let's make the request. Now we are getting this. Role ID 1 admin job. Any job post is created. I have make one request on yesterday, that's why I am getting this as well. Now we can also delete by role ID. Let's send check this API the token control V notification event is event subscriber by role is deleted successfully. Okay, now try to find the here in which notification role ID and notification. Okay, let's check because we have deleted the all the subscriber by role, that's why we are notification role ID is does not exist. Let's make create one created. Now check this by event ID subscriber notification is subscriber by role ID. Now let's control V some subscriber by role ID is deleted successfully. So we are done. I thought group subscriber we are checked or not. Yeah, I thought I have done with all the APIs. So I have given the overview to this project. For all the operation, I have created the required tables like to storing the user details. I have created the user entity to store the time zone. I have created time zone entity, and to store the roles, I have created the role entity. And for notifications group subscriber group name to create the group, I have created one entity for subscribing the group. I have created the one entity for creating the event. I have creating the one entity, and also for subscribing by roles and notification event. And the model is here. I have defined the request and response class. These classes are those class that I have defined to take the request from the client, and these are the classes that are created to send the response according to the API request. So thank you.